Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Toon Talk Tuesday with the Sweeplings. That's us. We're so happy you joined us today. We want to tell you about a song of ours called Hush.
Yeah. It sounds like one you probably don't want to listen to because it sounds like hush, like, well, what's that about? That's quiet. But it's not at all. It's about a lot of things, but one thing specifically, like empowerment, really. Having a voice is a cool thing. When we were writing it, it all started like this. Let me back up. So generally when we write songs, it always starts with like a conversation between us about, what's the goal? What do we want to say? What are you feeling right now? All those kind of things. And with this one, I stepped out for some reason of the studio we were working in at home, and Cammie was like fiddling around on iTunes or Spotify or one of those things. iTunes is not a thing anymore.
Apple Music.
She was on Apple Music.
There you go.
And just kind of like flitting around in our genre, just kind of listening around for, maybe inspiration or whatever. And there was a part of a song that had like a do, and that was it. It was like literally 2 seconds of a do, and it was a wholly different thing than anything we'd ever do. But Cammie said, that's kind of cool. And then we just kind of started nudging around these melody ideas. Yeah. And then we started like having a vibe like that. And then the first things out of our mouth were, bite my tongue, keep it in. And the narrative started writing itself. We're like, oh, we should make it about how people always try to keep you down, or like, you have to be told to hush, and like, no, you fight against that narrative and those people's push against you. So that's kind of what it started as. It was like a simple little drum beat sample from some random song we'll never know what that was.
I totally forgot that's how it started.
Yeah.
Until you just said that, I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah. So, and I have no idea what that song is or who that artist would be. That we owe them
thank
like
you,
a
whoever
thank you.
You are.
Yeah. Your starting drum pattern thing helped us write a song one time. But it was fun doing that, because that's definitely out of the ordinary. In our work tape, which is another thing you do, which is fun for me to say out loud.
Just like a voice memo.
It's like a voice memo, or like you make a note on your phone and you're just like, oh, blah, 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 and you listen to it later. They're called work tapes in the biz. And our work tape was literally just me beating on a table and Cammie singing the lyrics.
No, there was no music, no instruments, nothing behind us, just all a cappella and a table.
Yeah, and so we loved it, and we said, how do we keep that when we got to the production and making the record? We were like, well, how do we keep that same vibe? So we got, if you listen to the very beginning of the song, it's got this kind of clinky sound. There's an old like piano that we have at the studio, and I'm literally just smacking the piano keys with a microphone in the air. And so we just tried to really be creative with making unique sounds to go with the unique voice that is the song, and making something grow and expand, organically as we could. And so that was a part of the production. Is there anything you'd like to add?
No, you kind of covered
I just talked a whole lot. I tune talked myself.
It's perfect. I love it.
Yeah.
I think that this song, we pulled a lot of inspiration from you and some of your personal feelings, which is always cool when we like start with a concept and have it try to be like a broader picture for everybody to attach to in a specific way. But then we have little pieces of our story and our thoughts and our feelings dumped into it as well. And this song is a really good example of that, where we had this broad concept, but we had our own feelings and situations that we were pulling from that helped make it really special and personal.
Yeah, so it's a fun one. You should check it out. Like, save, share, all the things. We appreciate you guys watching our Toon Talks, because we enjoy doing them. And I'm a personal fan of alliteration. And what's it called when you do, what's alliteration when you do like, today Thomas tumbled topically. But when you do a bunch of them in a row, like what is it? Is it, I don't know. It doesn't matter. None of this matters. Toon Talk Tuesday, we did it!
Come back next week.